This man, driven by curiosity, wandered into an abandoned ruin. Among the overgrown flowers, he discovered a beautiful girl sleeping soundly. Mesmerized by her at first sight, he decided to take her home. However, the place they were heading to was not a regular city. A disaster called Tears of the Moon and Stars had forced humanity to retreat underground, where they built a high-tech future city. While everyone was celebrating their successful venture, Jack quietly took the girl home. But there was a strange thing: no matter how much he called out to her, the girl didn't respond. Deciding to check her health, Jack started inspecting her body. However, he didn't expect that as he touched her clothes, they vanished completely. Just as he was about to continue examining her, a woman's voice suddenly called out from outside. It was Ellie, accompanied by her companion, a sage. Ellie was upset because she couldn't understand why Jack kept bringing home useless junk. She suggested that he get an android as a companion so that he could join the Adventure League and pilot the latest mechas. Jack, however, refused. But Ellie, fond of Jack, wasn't ready to give up on him. Just then, Ellie's companion, a mischievous sage, ran into Jack's room. When he opened the door, he was taken aback to see a naked woman lying on Jack's bed. Hearing the noise, Ellie rushed over, only to find the same woman on Jack's bed. As Jack tried to explain the girl's situation, she suddenly woke up and said something strange. Understanding the situation, Ellie angrily turned to leave. Jack, not wanting to leave the girl alone, asked her to use his bathroom to clean herself up. It turned out the girl was an older model android. While she could communicate with Jack, she had forgotten her name. However, when she saw a nearby mecha, her face lit up with surprise. Determined to help her regain her memory, Jack took her to see his friend Maria. Maria was the most famous repair expert in the city, but she had never worked on such an old android model. Jack explained to Maria that the girl not only had memory loss but also didn't know how to dress. Her body was not as strong as the newer androids, and she would even trip while carrying something slightly heavy. After assessing her condition, Maria instructed her sage to perform a complete scan on the girl's body. The scan revealed that her systems were functioning normally. The girl, curious about the meaning of sage, asked Maria about it. Maria explained that, in their world, to pilot a mecha, one had to have their own sage, and those who worked with them as pilots were called wanderers. Maria then gave the girl a new set of clothes. But while the group was chatting, the girl put on the jacket Jack had given her. Just then, Jack received an urgent alert. The city was under attack by monsters called Terminators. There were too many of them for regular weapons to handle. Without hesitation, Jack rushed to help. The elderly citizens, with their teams, tried to hold them off to prevent them from reaching the residential area. Soon, the Adventure League arrived with the latest mecha to assist. Jack suspected that someone had deliberately lured them here. That's when he noticed Bobby's equipment. But before he could think further, Bobby suddenly appeared. Bobby not only destroyed the marked objects but also acted as if he knew nothing about it. Just then, Ellie sent Jack a message. Before she could finish, she was attacked by two monsters. Luckily, an armored vehicle appeared just in time to save her. Afterward, Jack returned to the base, staring blankly at his mecha. 3 years ago, Jack had participated in an aptitude test, but they told him he had no talent. Now, facing this crisis, even though he wasn't a wanderer, he was determined to join the battle. Meanwhile, the leader of the monsters had broken into the inner circle. Ellie's mecha was no match for him. In just 3 moves, it was completely disabled. As Ellie faced imminent danger, Jack arrived in his mecha, but since he didn't have a partner, he couldn't fully control it. Before long, he was thrown out of the battle. But just as things seemed hopeless, the girl appeared at the center of the battlefield.